guys want to fish a little before you tube?
Yeah, I'll fish a little. I'm going to feel some water.
How are the snacks? Hey Team UFpwrLifters, thanks for clicking on another one of my videos. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please consider clicking the like button. If you think someone may benefit from watching, please share the video. And if you want to see more or hear more of this, please subscribe so you get notifications of when I publish videos. Any questions, just comment. I reply to each and every one of, well no, I lied. I reply to a lot of them, but I do heart and view each and every one of them, as you'll see. I'll be right back after this interaction. Consistency, like you said, 3 times a week. That's awesome. Well, it's impressive. Not too many things impress me. Going in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I've done 315 too. 275 for 10. Yeah, it will come back. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm back. Before I start, I just want to say I'm going to try to be consistent in uploading on Saturday afternoons / evenings for you guys, just in time for International Chest Day on Monday, in case these videos help motivate you for Mondays. So the guy who came up to me was asking about my programming, and I think he's going to try the split. He sounded enthusiastic and he was very curious, asked a lot of good questions, as you saw in the subtitles that I provided. One of the things that I wanted to touch on that he said was really important, and it's something that's been asked frequently on the channel, and that's, what do you do if you can't get like all the reps that either my program or whatever program it is that it's calling for? What if you can't finish the reps? What do you do? I would recommend that you still do the reps, even if you can't get them. That doesn't make sense, but what I mean by that is, you know, the program, whether it's mine or another one, I'll just use mine for example. My program calls for a certain amount of reps. Now, if you can't do that particular rep in that particular set, just roll it over. Just add an extra set. The important thing, in my opinion, when it comes to programming, is to get the right amount of reps in at the higher weight levels, because that's where you get your gains. For example, if I did 500 reps of, you know, like a warm-up set, like 135, however many sets it takes to get to 500, I'm not going to gain much strength from that. But if I did a higher intensity, so more weight, that's where the strength comes. It's not from the lower weights, it's from the higher weights. So just because you fail a rep or two in a certain set, just keep that in mind and just add a set onto it at the end of the workout. And I know it feels kind of crappy. You feel like you failed, you feel like you were weak that day, but honestly, what matters is that you got those reps in, and it'll pay for itself in the coming workouts in the following weeks. One other thing I've done as well recently, actually, after I started going back to the gym when I lost all the strength due to COVID, one other thing you can do is, instead of what I just said, if you want to drop some weight down, that's fine. Definitely don't drop too much. Still keep a higher weight. I'd recommend anything over 80% of your 1 rep max. But just do more reps. So let's say you couldn't do 2 of the heavy reps within a set. Drop down, as long as the weight's still over like a 80%. I think that intensity level is good. And add more reps. So instead of finishing those 2 reps that you missed, do 5, do 6. Just do more than what was called for to try to make up for some of that set where you missed the reps on. I know when things opened back up, I lost a lot of my endurance, and so I had to drop weight. Like it didn't make sense for me to keep that really heavy weight and just go for like 1 rep sets. So instead I dropped to 275 and I did 5 instead of doing 315 for 1 and the 315 for 1. Guys, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you watching. That's going to be it for this video. I am really grateful for all of the feedback, all of the views, the likes, the shares. You guys are really the ones who are molding this channel, and it's becoming what it is because of you guys. So thank you for all your support. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for future uploads. I'm excited to produce them for you. I hope everyone has a really strong chest day tomorrow, and I look forward to additional feedback and suggestions and anything that you may have that you want to see this channel move towards. One last thing I had to add, thank you for the positivity in the comment section. You guys I've given some feedback a couple videos back, and it sounds like that feedback has been well received. Everyone is so positive and optimistic and pushing each other to do better and be better, and there's not too much pessimism when really honestly today, right now in this day and age, it's so easy to be pessimistic and negative. But you guys are doing a good job. You're setting the example and setting that bar high for all the other channels to follow, so keep up the great work. Guys, I am out of fishing footage for the upcoming videos, and I know some of you enjoy them, so I'm just gonna go out back and see if I can't catch a fish. We're gonna throw a frog today because I've got a lot of lily pads out there. Oh, nice little sunset. All right, first cast coming right up. Supposedly bad luck if you catch a fish on your first cast. So that, I think back here it doesn't really matter because they don't bite too much back here. Like, I've caught fish back here, but definitely not every time I go out. Which in a little neighborhood pond, you kind of expect to catch a few fish every outing just because they're all packed in the little pond. But not here. One of the toughest ponds I fished is here. Second cast. Third cast. Throwing it back in the same spot because I saw some disturbance over there. The trick with this frog is to try to imitate a frog. Sometimes they're swimming. Sometimes they're like sitting on the edge of a lily pad. I'm just trying to get a reaction bite from the fish. Bass are opportunistic feeders, so really if it goes across their face or their nose, they should just attack it and eat it. In theory, anyway. Fourth cast. During the mornings and evenings, bass are usually up by the bank, up by the shoreline, feeding on bait fish. And then as the sun comes up and it gets hotter outside, they tend to swim out deeper, in theory. We'll do the fifth cast on this side. I'm dragging a little weed. Never get a bite like that. Bass are smart. Fish are smart. Anytime you're dragging something like this, you're literally never going to get a bite. So you might as well give up on the cast and start over fresh. Sixth cast. 7. Moving a little bit. Eighth cast. 9. It's gonna be a long one. All right, let's try number 10. 11. 12. It all looks so good. Alrighty. 13. I feel like I'm gonna catch one before I leave. I'm gonna do 20 casts total. This is number 13. I am hopeful. 14. Well, we're lined up pretty good here. Should get one on this cast. Number 14. Nothing. I can't believe it. That was perfectly lined up. Okay. 14's not the lucky number. Squeeze out the water, make sure it floats nice and good. Okay, 14 wasn't it. Let's try 15. It looks too good not to have a bite. This is nuts. But it was what I expected. All right, let's try cast number 16. Had a little swipe there. I got him. Cast number 16. Did it. Cast number 16. So 16 is the lucky number tonight. Hello, Bessie. Thank you for playing with me. You kept me from getting a skunk. You look way better than a skunk. See ya. All right, 16. Okay. 17 won it. But 18 could very well be it. Some people like to twitch the rod tip when they're frogging, which works really good too, but it causes a lot of like strain on my wrist, so I just pump the reel handle like this, and kind of pretty much has the same effect with less strain on your wrist. That's how I like to do it. Few months, cast number 19. All right, this should be the final cast, number 20. I'm gonna cast right along that shallow grass that's sticking out of the water with the lily pads in the backdrop. It just looks like a good spot. And also those over there that are sticking further out look really good too. So many ambush points for bass back here. Oh! I let him eat, but I think he just missed the whole frog. So we had a swipe and miss on the 20th cast. You know we can't go out like that. Let's do one last cast. Give him another shot at it. We'll slow it down a little bit. I could tell it was a small fish by the way he ate. This is cast 21. Not looking good, boys. All right, that looks too good. I got to do one last cast. So cast number 22, this is it. After this one, I'm going inside. Even though it's a Friday evening and I don't really have to work tomorrow, and the kids and I just got back from the playground, so they're happy inside. Decisions. Let's do a few more. 23. Oh, you know, I just remembered. I told the kids we'd do a family movie night. We're gonna turn on a Christmas movie. It's Friday, November 6th or 7th or something like that, and I gave them my word. We're gonna do a movie night, so we're gonna stop it there. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next video.